Hey, what is up everyone, and welcome back to another video. Today we're taking a look at XRP, which is currently down 4% along with the entire market. Now overnight we've seen Bitcoin crash down to $95,000, Ethereum crashed 4%, and Bitcoin dominance has actually risen by 3.5%. Now we didn't close the weekly red as we talked about in yesterday's video and really the few videos before that. So right now it looks like we're breaking this previous high, which isn't great. It means that altcoins are going to continue to go down lower until we actually see dominance top out. I thought this would be the top, but we'll have to see. Maybe this is just going to be another wick, and tomorrow, today, maybe in the evening, we actually see a crash back down. But regardless, that's what's happening right now. And before we jump into today's video, make sure you guys go check out the Discord down below. I'll leave a link to it in the description. It'll be the first link there. You can see on the screen right now just how many trades our members are winning from copying our trades that we send out every single day inside. So yeah, make sure you join up. Now back to XRP. So XRP actually was performing really well over the past few days, obviously ignoring the flash crash that we had, which liquidated so many people. But after that, we were able to find some support here at like the 0.386 level, I believe this would be. It's covered up by the candles, but that's where we found some support right here. After that, we were able to start a trend up, and we actually saw resistance at the 0.618, which is where we thought we would see some resistance. This is a main area where it was previously resisted and then used as support. So yeah, overall a major area. We resisted it, and then we started crashing back down, where we then found support at 0.5, and this is where we should have really been holding, which we did hold. In hindsight, we did hold it quite well, but we were starting to get weak. We can see that from this high to this high, it's obviously a lower high, meaning that there's less buyers and more sellers appearing in the market. Now we then broke through the 0.5 level and have now been coming down, and again it looks like we're probably going to come back down to this level at $2.38. We've still got a bit of a way to go. I think it's the same on a lot of other coins, like HBAR for example did a similar thing, except HBAR was trending down, hit a resistance. Now it looks like it's coming back down and gonna hit the 0.18, which we're going to talk about in tonight's video. Sui, similar thing. Fetch, similar thing, except a lot more coins like Fetch are just instead, if I take a look here, they're just more so consolidating rather than actually seeing these trends. There's not really been any major news yet, in the US regarding crypto or anything like that. So, but we're still sort of waiting on a major catalyst. I think, it was going to be always a buy the rumor, sell the news situation after Trump was elected. The expectations were a bit too much, which they usually are. In crypto, the expectations are almost always usually so high. Like when we were in the 21 bull run, it looked like it's not going to slow down and we're going to hit 100,000 that run, maybe even 250,000. The expectations were so bizarre. It's it was crazy. Now this run, expectations were slightly weaker regarding price targets. At least personally, I've not seen any media news outlets really promoting huge price targets like we saw in the previous run. However, now it was more so when Trump wins, we're going to pump a lot, and regardless, we did. This entire pump from 50,000 to 110 was Trump based. So yes, we did already pump, but I think the issue a lot of people have in crypto is that instead of entering at 50,000, 60,000 maybe, they enter when the news comes out and we're at 110,000 because they think it's going to continue to pump, or that we've barely pumped yet, when in hindsight it's a 2x pump that's happened. So yeah, the main issue people have isn't really with crypto, it's with their buying and selling emotions. And I get a lot of comments with crypto that I make a video on, whether that's Dogecoin, Polkadot, XRP, HBAR, and it's usually always the same, that the coin's not moving, it's trash, it's gonna go to zero, they've lost money. But the coin's done like all coins have done at least a 2x from their lows. If we take a look at DOT, it was at $3.50, $4 multiple times, it ran up to 12 multiple times. People can sell at those levels. Dogecoin, same thing. Doge is actually still up. It was at 5-10 cents, now it's at 22, still crashing down, gonna hit a new DCA level there. So the main issue people have isn't with crypto, it's just that they're buying and selling at the wrong places. They can buy absolutely any asset. As long as you're buying at the right places, selling at the right places, you're gonna make money. And it's such a common sense thing, but again, people struggle with it. And that's why, precisely for XRP, we have these set dollar cost averaging levels, and the same with all the other cryptos. So yeah, XRP, I absolutely hated XRP when it was at the 50 cents area here for many years, because it wasn't moving at all. And I didn't sell, I just held. I was hating publicly though, but I didn't sell, and I was saying that I'm gonna hold, and we did pump. So yeah, it's very important to not let your emotions sort of sway what the coin percent can do, and not to sway your actions in any way when trading. Now, what we're going to do with XRP now, again, it's crashing, starting to fully flush now. But yeah, I mean, the main issue is dominance. Dominance is continuing to rise, so it means altcoins are going to continue to fall, and we have to be smart about where we want to dollar cost average in at. With XRP, it's performing really well, and we're still quite high. You know, we hit a high of $3.40. We're now at $2.45. Might seem like a big dip, but I can assure you it's not. We were at 50 cents a few months ago. So initial entries can look at $2, just under $2 here, maybe $1.97. That's if we're really going to continue crashing down. Otherwise, $2.35 I think over here is a good entry point, and the lowest low, you know, third entry point, you can really target $1.23, maybe 94 cents. But that's if worse comes to worst and we really do dump. And what that dump would probably look like is, in my opinion, what we saw in 21. So over here, you know, we got the initial leg of the bull run, we topped out, we saw our dump. This was like a 50% dump on Bitcoin itself, so you can imagine altcoins 60, 70, 80% dumps. Then after that, we got a major catalyst furthering the pump, hit nearly 70,000. Obviously then crashed a lot more. That might happen again on Bitcoin right now. The only difference right now with Bitcoin is we have institutional investors. So obviously with the ETFs, there's more money being piled into Bitcoin, which makes it a bit more stable. You know, previously, yes, we had a few institutions investing in the form of Tesla, MicroStrategy, so on and so forth, but it was still mostly retail based. And the effects that institution investors have is this, you know, it's an everlasting sort of uptrend, simply because these institutions don't regularly sell, and when they do sell, you know, like the S&P this week, they sell in quite large chunks, but then they buy back the next week, or the competition buys back the next week, and it's this sort of everlasting effect. You know, one hedge might sell, the other might buy, and it overall continues a trend up in the long term. So that could happen with Bitcoin if enough, you know, ETF inflows occur. We could also dump to 75,000. We have a huge gap here, you know, on the weekly. Like, this is a massive gap just from a pump from, you know, Donald Trump election. So we might dump to 75, 70, but overall we're staying quite strong above 90,000 here, so that's okay for now. And if that dump does happen, then obviously XRP will probably dump as well to maybe $1, and that's what we have to be prepared for with those dollar cost averaging entries. As for take profit levels, yeah, I mean, you can easily target, you know, it depends how much you want to risk and how long you want to hold. The main issue with XRP is that it's already risen a lot, but it still has so much potential, simply in the form that this pump was mostly from Donald Trump coming into presidency and was getting a pro-crypto SEC. We're still yet to get the pump of XRP's actual fundamentals, although it might already be priced in, you know, nobody knows. So if you're looking for low risk sort of take profits, $3.41, easy 50%, $4.10, $4.50, sorry, $4.40, $4.50, 2x, and then after, you know, you're going to be going into the $6, $8, $10 maybe for like 2.5, 3, 4, 5x's, which is already great, but that will require a catalyst. You know, it's not like we're just going to head up there if the entire market is smoothly going up. It's not like XRP is going to do a 5x as well. It needs a catalyst in order for that to happen. And that's practically it for today's video on XRP. If you did enjoy, please do make sure to like and subscribe. Again, if you want to be getting my trades sent to you every single day, then check out the Discord down below. It will be the first link there. And if you need an actual place to trade cryptocurrency for the lowest fees with the best sign-up bonuses, then check out the exchanges I'm working with down below. When you use my link, you'll get those lower fees and those sign-up bonuses. So yeah, it's a win-win. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you all tomorrow. Goodbye, guys.